huko juu si mwanze, si tuko sawa.
A very good afternoon, dear viewers. This is Younib TV at 1. My name is Joseph Kamau. On to our first story. Senator Dunstan Mungatana of Tana River have filed a clemency motion in the Senate to address the Deputy President's behavior, adding to the growing backlash against the beguiled Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Gachagua is being accused by Mungatana of making statements in public that marginalize certain Kenyans and exacerbate tensions between various ethnic tribes. Here's the report.
Hii Kenya iko na shida na hatuwezi kukubali mtu mmoja kukataa kufanya kazi yake na kuingiza mambo mengi badala ya kufanya ile kazi ambayo katiba ya Kenya ilimpatia.
Mimi mnanijua msimamo yangu ya kwamba watoto wakiwa wengi kuna wale kwanza ya kuangaliwa, si mnajua?
Je, hivi tunavyoendelea ni sawa? Makamu wa rais wa Kenya wanafaa wafanye hivi kwamba ukitoka sehemu ya pwani basi wewe ni kupigania pwani peke yake.
To our Kanu government, me am Kanu, we would have arrested him in the morning and taken him to where at one time Amina was taken to. You can't be contradicting government policies, contradicting your own president.
Mimi mwenyewe nitakupeleka nyumbani. I am putting you Rigathi Gachagua on notice. You are going to be impeached. I can confirm that to you today. And I shall be in charge of that impeachment myself.
Now on to some other news. The Kenya University Staff Union and the university's Academic Staff Union organized protests that resulted in the arrest of at least 20 university employees and lecturers in Nairobi. Tear gas canisters were fired by the police to scatter employees and dons who were going to deliver petitions to the National Assembly. The Education and the National Treasury members of KUSU and UASU have committed to resist giving up until their implementation of their collective bargaining agreement, which runs from 2021-2025, is implemented.
We went to Parliament. Our petitions were received by the registry, and they have been stamped. The only petition that we are taking on Monday, the one for Ministry of Education,
and the National Treasury.
And the National Treasury.
We are peaceful. We have done this kind of peaceful demonstrations before, and there was absolutely no reason as to why one would block us to do what is constitutionally allowed to be done. We followed the due process. We notified the police, and they chose to do what they think is the best thing to do, to scuttle a peaceful procession.
And the Kenyan police must style up their children, and some of them are students in these institutions. When you hurl tear gas at the lecturers, at the staff who are actually serving and teaching these students in those institutions, what kind of picture are you giving to your children? They must reason. We must tell the police to reason, use reason. Don't use cow dung.
The reason why River Nile must reach Minister of Education, he is the one spreading lies that we have reached consensus. There is no consensus we have reached. So we want him to see this petition.
Now let's shift focus to some more religious issues. Now, a small religious organization voiced their opposition to the proposed church regulations law. Opposition to the legislation is growing. Religious leaders, Pentecostal and evangelical bishops rejected the bill that attempted to control churches, citing it is harsh. Proposals in the bill that would require churches to pay taxes refer to income, gifts, or profits from any legal activity carried out by a religious organization. Here is the report.
We don't want the bill to be amended. We want the bill to be dropped, completely dropped. And we demand the church should be respected. Sio tafadhali, the church must be respected.
We consider that this bill is punitive and retrogressive, for it will impact negatively on the good work that the religious organizations have done in this country over the years.
Churches are non-profit making organizations, and therefore this cannot be an exceptional country whereby the church is being crippled from underneath, slowly killing the church slowly. That's when we can see this bill.
Now, the investigations into the Adani JKIA takeover proposal by the Senate descended into chaos as Treasury CS John Mbadi, who was testifying before the Transportation Committee and the Senate, got into a heated argument. The Senators Richard Onyonka, Edwin Sifuna, and Samson Cherargei angrily left the meeting in protest when committee head Karongo Wangwa attempted to re-establish order.
Did you receive a letter through you, Chair, from any other company other than Adani requesting to do this project?
The answer is no, Chair.
Thank you, Chair. I would like to table, I have 3 letters which were written by 2 different companies. Adani was the 3rd one.
First letter, I'm just giving...
CS is wasting our time.
You are equally also maybe wasting my time.
There's nothing we are discussing, John.
Please, let's respect each other.
Allow the CS to
If you ask
finish.
me a question, I've come here, this is a matter of national importance, for heaven's sake. Let us be
the reason why I am reacting to you the way I am is because you've not even seen the letter.
I have not come here.
And you're busy responding. Stop gatekeeping.
I've come here.
These things you can't gatekeep anymore.
Stop
gatekeeping.
And please,
we must deal with this issue nationally. It's a national important issue.
Supply information, wait for the information. If you don't need it, Kenyans need it.
Chair, Honorable CS, now you are heckling. You are out of order.
You're equally
This is the tradition of ODM to heckle. You are out of order.
If the CS is tired of answering questions by the representatives of the people, let him tell us. Let him tell us. He can walk out and come back on a day that he feels his temperament is something that is befitting of a cabinet secretary of the Republic of Kenya. This is Parliament. We are not here to be nice to each other. You are saying you are giving answers to the public. Those public don't ask you those questions anymore. They ask us. We are the ones elected by the public. So, Honorable Chair, I think the CS must apologize for throwing a tantrum here. Yet we are here on serious business to be able to find answers to the questions of the public.
I mean, what is our brother? What has just happened to you? What are you saying? That they don't have to do that? That is exactly the crux of the matter of Adani. That is it, Bro John. If you don't see it, then we're wasting our time here.
So I'm also reporting to you, Honorable Nyonga. You can have your opinion. My opinion is this. I'm under oath, and I'm stating as follows. The evaluation committee did check the World Bank sites and confirmed that that is the case.
You know, I am being told by these people to go and sign documents that they've attended the function.
That's the same way when the senators get agitated when you make wild allegations. Please.
They are not wild. We have the evidence. They can table affidavits in this committee. They are not wild. John Mbadi, I don't even have a child who works at the airport.
I also don't have an
Why you have people being kicked out?
Senator Onyonka, this committee to get video and viral clips so that you can supply them all over. What I'm trying to say, no. Chairman,
we elected you to be our chair. We want videos. That's what you do. That's also what you do. Isn't that what you do? That's what you do when you're fighting Wamatangi.
I'm telling you.
Out of order. We are not like you.
Senator
It's a national matter. You won't agree to be resolved in that chair.
Chair, you know it's impeachment season. Please don't joke around with us.
It doesn't matter.
We will impeach you.
I will stick within the standing orders. I will stick within the standing orders. Let's have Senator Mtata.
Now let's shift focus internationally now onto the US, where the United Nations General Assembly Summit is taking place while pushing for reforms at the UN to address the evolving global concerns. President William Ruto has stepped up his advocacy. In his speech at the United Nations General Assembly Summit in New York, Ruto attacked the multilateral system for failing to confront the financial crisis and the inequality caused by the global climate catastrophe. Here's the report.
The planet is heating up. Our climate is in crisis. Unfortunately, our multilateral system has proven inadequate in addressing crises such as climate change, inequality, and debt. And it continues to falter in providing any, let alone timely solutions. 2 weeks ago, I launched Climate Works, a program to employ 200,000 young people in sustainable public works focused on ecological restoration and infrastructure. We must address the historical injustice of Africa's lack of permanent representation on the UN Security Council as a matter of justice in the ongoing UN reforms. Additionally, region-led peace operations, sustainably funded by the UN-assessed contributions, are critical in addressing today's complex security challenges. As we approach the fourth Financing for Development Forum in 2025, imaginative solutions for debt relief and development financing are essential to close the SDG gap.
Now, back home, one suspect implicated in livestock theft in Wachera constituency nearly missed death by a whiskey after furious locals attacked his home and burned it down. Here's the report.
Mkia siku ya jana ng'ombe yangu iliibiwa. Nikifika asubuhi nikakuta ng'ombe haiko. Wakati tulitafuta ng'ombe, nilikuja nikaripoti hapa kwa station. Nikapewa OP. Tukatoka na OCS, tukaenda mpaka kwa scene. Tukapata ng'ombe yetu imeibiwa. Pali imechinjwa tukapata hapo. Wakati tulikuwa tunazunguka tukaambiwa na mama wa mtaa ati ng'ombe iko kwa nyumba pale. Baadaye huyo mama akatuambia ati turudi nyumbani tujipange. Tuende tujihami. Hiyo area ni hatari. Tukarudi. Ndio sasa vijana siku ya leo waliamkia wakaanza kutafuta ng'ombe. Baada ya kutafuta ng'ombe, mkubwa hapa akapikia Umusundi simu. Akamwambia kuna pahali tumefanya uchunguzi, tumepata ng'ombe. Tumepata nyama. Ndio Msunda akatuambia ni mtu fulani alipepa hiyo nyama. Tukaenda tukamchukua, tukamleta mpaka station. Ndio sasa vijana walikasirika wakaanza operation. Tukaenda mpaka pali nyama ilikuwa kwa nyumba. Tukapata mwenyewe hayuko, kumbe alituona kama tuko mbali akatoroka. Vijana wakasachi nyumba, wakapata shoka. Ile shoka ilikuwa imekatakata nyama. Na wala watu wa hiyo area wakatuambia nyama iko pale na imefichwa kwa miwa. Vijana wakaanza operation, wakaenda kwa miwa wakapata nyama kwa ndoo. Ilikuwa imetolewa kwa chiko na chiko zilikuwa zimehakishwa 2. Sasa vijana wakachukua nyama wakasaka kwa miwa hawakupata mwenyewe. Vijana walishikwa na hasira wakarudi wakachoma nyumba.
Tunaibiwa hata suruali ya shilingi 10 huwezi anika kwa kamba. Hata masokoro kwa nyumba inaenda kila kitu. Tumechoka.
Wizi ya ng'ombe, wizi ya kubomoa nyumba, matuka iko mingi sana. Sisi tunaonanga hata wezi. Saa zingine tunaita hata maskari wakuje, lakini baada ya kuita hivyo wajaishika hata maskari hata misi mmoja yoyote.
They finally found the carcass of the stolen cow having been slaughtered, and already they were cooking the meat. The 2 suspects who were arrested are in our custody, and the main one managed to escape, but we are on his heels. Na tunawasihi wenye wanafanya biashara ya kuuza nyama wahakikisha wanachukua hiyo nyama kutoka kwa slaughterhouses ambavyo zimepimwa, kwa sababu hii nyama ambayo hatujui inatoka wapi ndio tuna suspect kwamba ni nyama ambayo ameibiwa na kisha wanachinja msituni na wanaleta kwa mabucheri.
Well, we have come to the end of our news bulletin at 1 here at Younib TV. Remember, good judgment comes from experience, and a lot of that comes from bad judgment. Have a blessed afternoon.